Stuart, everyone's been asking about David Beckham. He's not made the final squad. How difficult a decision was that for you?
Well, I think from the offset, when I set out and was offered the opportunity to do this, I've got to say, nobody turned around and said, you need to pick this player or that many from this home nation or whatever. They left it totally to myself. And the only criteria I've worked to, and I will ever work to as a manager, is form and fitness, the availability of the players and the form of the players. And accordingly, obviously, with this tournament and only having 18 players, we had to look at the young players, pencil them in, the strongest young players we've got, and then from there supplement any weaknesses we have in the squad accordingly. Doing so, obviously, I've come to a situation where I'm absolutely delighted with the 3 overage players I've got. I think they've had fantastic seasons last year. Richard's obviously winning the Premier League, playing extremely well. Ryan Giggs, obviously, they finished joint sort of leaders with them, if you like, and had a good season. And I think Craig Bellamy's been one of Liverpool's best players this season, in my opinion. So there's a lot of players that have missed the cut, if you like, and missed out on this. I'm acutely aware of what David's done for English football, what he's done for bringing the Olympics to these shores, and I'm a fantastic fan of his. But at the end of it, as a footballing manager, you have to divorce yourself from sentimentality. On sentiment and David would have been first in the squad, make no mistake in my eyes on that, and what he's done and how he conducts himself and his professionalism. But I've had to pick it solely on form, in my opinion, and these are the 3 players and the 15 younger players that I've decided to plumb for.
So Ryan, it's been a fantastic year for you. Obviously you've won the Champions League with Chelsea and now you're in the GB men's football team. I mean, how do you feel about all that?
Yeah, as you say, it's been fantastic. We entered the season and I was really fortunate to be involved in the Champions League and managed to win that as well. So we come to the Olympics now and it's it's an honour to be part of this fantastic event. So hopefully we can just concentrate and go for a medal.
With the whole Beckham situation, it may have overlooked, the experience that somebody like Ryan Giggs is actually going to bring to this squad and what the young players will learn off him as well.
Yeah, there's been, obviously over the last few days, and I think I knew this, and I knew this back in November in respect to whichever 3 players I picked of overage, not necessarily the youngsters. It would spark debate, to be honest with you, and everyone would have an opinion, but I've not heard anybody come forward as yet and suggest that the likes of Richards, Bellamy and Giggs are not in this squad on merit. So I'm not sure where they honestly consider me trying to find another place for another overage player within the squad, So I have to be comfortable every time I address a squad or every time I sit in front of the media that I've made the right decisions for footballing reasons and footballing reasons alone. I think the day I start making judgment calls in respect to any other reason outside football is the day I'd probably walk away from football.
And you've obviously worked with Stuart Pearce with England under 21 squad, so you know him quite well. So what will he bring to the table?
Yeah, he's got a fantastic managerial record, and I think benefiting from being with him before, I'm really looking forward to going and working under him again.
In some respects, if you know the personalities beforehand, it gives you a heads up on them. I think the fact, and I must say, I'm quite excited by working with some of the new faces as well, and trying to develop the squad. It's going to be a difficult process. You bet your bottom dollar probably the 15 nations that are arriving at the Olympics are better prepared in preparation time and one thing and another in regard to friendly matches. We've had no qualification period as such in regard to matches and a qualification tournament. We're getting a squad fresh together to hit the ground running very, very quickly. But that excites me in some ways as well. The fact that we've got to hit the ground running and we can't waste a training session or a minute of preparation in regard to the build-up. And I think once tournament football starts, this is going to take off. It's unbelievable. I really believe that. I think we've got a fantastic opportunity to showcase football within the Olympics. We owe football and we owe the Olympics to put on the best show, and accordingly, obviously, I've picked the best squad in my eyes to do that.
It's obviously a unique opportunity playing in the Olympics. It's on home soil. You're a London boy. How excited are you personally?
Yeah, for me personally, it's a fantastic occasion being from London, born in London and grew up in London. So, for me personally and all my family, it's a very proud moment.
And finally, you were obviously involved in Euro 96. You know what it's like when the country gets behind a tournament. Did you ever think that you'd be involved in Olympics on home soil with a chance to win a gold medal?
No, honestly, I believe I'm very, very honoured in respect to have this opportunity to manage this team. Make no mistake, I believe in my own mind that I've worked really hard at my profession to be given this opportunity, and I won't take it lightly, and probably because of that, I believe that everything I've done, every decision I've made is done with thoroughness and hard work behind it. I think once the tournament starts and football starts, which I'll outline to the players, this could take off and surpass Euro 96 in regard to excitement and everything that the Olympics encompasses, let alone football under the Olympics as well.